Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Deontay Wilder, and I made a video talking about why he didn't take that $100 million. And it could have been all kind of type. It could have been all type of a couple of reasons, whatever. But I remember one time he said that why is everybody in his pockets? And I was saying the same thing. Why you in Anthony Joshua's pockets? Until I heard the boxing voice. And he said, and then Elliot Ness was talking about well, when fighters fight, they already know they know how much money they getting, which I can understand that is true. And he had me thinking I was going to change. I was thinking about changing my mind about how I put that. But the thing about it is, well, first of all, he wanted 50-50%. 50-50, half and half. That's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen because Anthony Joshua got 3 of the belts. You got 1 of the belt, and then first you fought Luis Ortiz. You know that was Luis Ortiz was winning until you knocked him out. Of course, you got to knock out. I got to give you credit for that, and that's 100% credit. You know what I'm saying? But then the second fight the second fight, the other fight, which Tyson Fury, which I believe you lost that fight, Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? You was looking for that one. You was looking for that one knockout. You know what I'm saying? That one. You know what I'm saying? With that right hand. You looking for the one punch to knock him out. You was always looking for that, and you knocked him down, which would have been, you know, the first knockdown was a knockdown, and the second one was a knockdown because Tyson Fury did get back up, but they could have counted him out too at the same time. So. You know, some people say it was a draw. Some people say Deontay Wilder should have won, and I mean they should have. I mean Tyson Fury really should have. They should have rolled this back. It should have been. This should have been a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to probably be down the line, but that's something that's something for us to see down the line, hopefully. But him getting 50-50 with Anthony Joshua, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, you know, Anthony Joshua is going to get more than you, Deontay Wilder, and I believe that. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he should get more than you because I know he haven't fought nobody, but he got the belts. And I can understand where Deontay Wilder is coming from, too, because he wasn't scared to fight Luis Ortiz. He wasn't scared to fight Tyson Fury, and you know, but which I believe that he lost that fight, and he needed to roll it back and to get that win. Then he could probably push for somewhere close to a little bit more than 50-50. Still ain't gonna get the 50-50 because he still don't got the belts to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna get 50-50 off that last performance with Tyson Fury now, and whatever split y'all gonna get when it comes to the money, Anthony Joshua is gonna get a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get a little bit more than you. You know, a little bit much more than you, I would think. You know what I'm saying? But I don't disagree with the boxing boys when Ness was talking about, you know, every fighter fight, they know how much they're getting. So I do agree with that. And Deontay Wilder, I mean, if he definitely want to know what Anthony Joshua is going to get, then hey, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got the right to do that, and that's you in the ring, not me. So he know how to handle business at the same time. But I think that if DAZN was offer you $100 million, you should have counted that with another $50 million. I mean, give you somewhere close to what Anthony Joshua is going to get. But see, the thing with that is, if they're just going to give you $100 million, say Anthony Joshua is going to get 150, maybe 170 million. They say you pushed it to 150, and they was going to give it to you. That means that Anthony Joshua is going to get $200 million because he is the dude with the 3 belts. He got the 3 straps. Knowing that, I still don't think that Anthony Joshua is going to beat Deontay Wilder, but still, he got the 3 belts and you got 1 belt, Deontay Wilder. So it trumps your 3 belt. 3 belts trumps the 1 belt. Because to me, belts do mean something. In this era, belts don't really mean that much to a certain point. It don't to some people. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can understand what Deontay Wilder was thinking about. He want to know how much. He want to know how much Anthony Joshua was getting, and he want to know if he's going to fight Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all. He says it's not all about the money. It is. I disagree with that. That's for anybody. If this is your biggest fight, your biggest payday, you want to know how much money you getting, and he gonna want to know how much the other opponent is gonna want to at the same time. Which it don't matter how much the other opponent to a certain degree is gonna get. He's gonna get more you regardless anyway. Just worry about. I would think that you should worry about how much you getting, and do that fit your how much fit your do you think that that's the reasonable amount that you are your quality is worth? You know what I'm saying, in the ring. So I mean, I agree with Ness. I agree with Deontay Wilder not fighting not accepting the $100 million deal. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the way I look at it. But I mean, at the same time, if I was a fighter, I mean, if I'm going into the fight, I probably would want to know how much the other fighter is getting. But at the same time, if I'm getting because I don't think Deontay Wilder ever made $100 million in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he made close to $100 million in the fight. But if you were to bargain with them and say, look, if you're gonna ask this on John Skipper, if you're gonna offer me $100 million, I heard it now was $120 million. If you can't give me 150, you know what I'm saying, I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that part was the reason too at the same time. So I know you don't accept the first offer when somebody offered to you, or you know what I'm saying, you got to bargain with them. You know what I'm saying? So Deontay Wilder, I mean, I don't disagree with him not accepting the money, because I'm outside looking in, and I'm not a millionaire at all. So he's a millionaire. He can accept or not accept a contract like that, because he got millions anyway. And I think Deontay Wilder did some good investments too at the same time with the money that he made over prior to him being professional boxing too at the same time. So, but that's just how I look at it. So I mean, but at the same time, what do y'all guys think about what the boxing voice was talking about him? When boxers when they do fight and it's a big fight, they want to know how much the person is getting, and it don't matter if it's a small fight. Even the contender or the challenger or the champion, whatever, the champion knows what the challenger is getting, or and the challenger knows what the champion is getting, whatever, or the person who holds the belt. So I do agree with Ness too at the same time. So at the same time, what do y'all think about what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all disagree with Deontay Wilder? Do you agree with Elliot Ness from the boxing voice, or what do y'all think? Who's right or wrong? Do you think they both are right? You know what I'm saying? So do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? You know what I'm saying? So leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. Alright, bye.